Hi everybody, this is Darlene from Parrot Crush, parrotcrush.com, and I raise some small parrots here in Wiley, Texas. And this little green parrotlet is one that I hand fed, and I wanted to show you some tips and tricks for when you take your new baby home, because I know your baby doesn't necessarily know you. She knows me and was hand raised by me, which means that she's human imprinted, so she's not necessarily scared to death of humans, but she's definitely going to be shy. Sometimes some are more gregarious than others, but they may be a little shy when you first take them home. So the first thing I would tell you to do is, rather than sticking your hand in the cage and kind of chasing them around to come out of the cage, I usually will take the top off, if you can do that, or leave a door open for the bird to kind of come out on their own. I also wanted to say, by the way, this particular cage is not a proper size of cage for a parrotlet, like living conditions. This is actually just a travel cage that I'm using for this video demonstration, but I would say a cage that's maybe 4 times the size of this would be about proper, or one that's like 30 inches by, I don't know, 20 or something like that. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and she's going to go ahead and come out. So this is called millet spray, and you can get that at your pet store. Parrotlets really love millet, so I don't feed it to them at all. I feed the birds pellets so that they will like this as a treat. So I would just hold it up and let her take a bite of it. So just the act of coming up and biting it, I'm rewarding her. Or not biting it, but taking a seed off of there. Then I would start to kind of offer my hand with the millet a little bit farther back to encourage her to step up on my hand. Step up. Okay, she's not ready yet, so I'm just going to back off and let her come over here. Because the idea is to get her to come towards you and not away from you. And with birds, since they're not like a domesticated dog or something, they kind of have a mind of their own, and they aren't necessarily like going to want to please you. You have to sort of convince them that they should like you, and food is a good way of doing that. So usually I'll just be really patient and kind of hold my hand here until she goes ahead and gets onto it. I like to let her do it on her own. So that was a little bit closer that time. She at least touched my hand. So I'm going to bring it over here and see if I can get her to get on it over here. Good girl. Nice. So she is touching my hand right now. I'm going to go ahead and lift up. Good girl. So I'm not going to like try to pet her or do anything yet like that, because she doesn't, she's not quite acclimated to being that friendly with me. A lot of times, like, I'll actually use my face more than my hand, just so she can get used to being up close to my face and give kisses. Good girl. Good. Yeah. So anytime she does anything positive, yay. So I also want to teach her to step down from my hand as well. So I have this little perch here, and I'm going to go underneath. Say step down. So I push her onto it, and then I go ahead and give her a treat for doing that. Good job, little birdie. Now I'm going to try to go ahead and tell her to step up. Good job. Yay! And so these are the types of things you do daily with your bird as they're getting to know you, and your bird is going to get more and more friendly with you all the time. It's pretty boring for her to be in her cage. She's, these are lively little sweet birds, and they really like their owners. So, if you're having positive interactions with your bird all the time and not grabbing it and forcing it to do things, you're going to have start your relationship off a lot better with your bird, and that's just going to grow over time. These little birds are great. They like to learn tricks, and there's all kinds of videos on the internet about how to teach them to wave or roll over or lay on their back in your hand. So I would encourage you to watch some of those videos. I'm sure I'll be posting some videos. I'm working on my little bird, Blueberry, who's a little blue parrotlet, who really loves me, and I'd like to teach her some more tricks too. So you can look forward to videos about that. So here we go again. We're going to have her step down. I'm just going to push her into the perch. Good job. I'm going to ask her to step up. Step up. Good girl. Rewarded for that. Yay. And so when I'm working with them, I usually just keep a towel on my lap as I'm giving them millet. It is a little bit messy, but believe me, the cleanup is worth it for being able to, work with your bird. I also sit with them in the evenings while I'm watching TV and just put them on my shoulder. And then they don't need to be eating millet up there necessarily, but at least they're kind of getting used to being close to me and being on me, and they can kind of pick at my hair or my shoulder, and just kind of hang out with me, while we're just sitting and being quiet, which is a great way to also bond with your bird. So yeah, she's a good girl. And then when you want to go, the reason I teach you step down is because, when I want them to go back in their cage, I'm going to want them to step down over there. Good job. So I'm going to give her a treat for that. Good job. Yeah. Very nice. So again, I'll have her see if I can get her to fly over here to me. It might happen. I'm not sure if she's ready for that yet. Come on. That's the way you can teach them to, call them to you. My little Blueberry flies to me like from everywhere around the house. I have her flighted, and we're just super, super careful about her not getting out of the house. But, I do suggest for people to clip these little birds' wings just so that they're flying in a more downward rather than up and out, so you don't lose them accidentally out a door or something like that. Come on, girl. You can do it. You can do it. Usually if you just wait and be patient, don't force it. She's not quite ready for that, but that's okay. She'll get there. Step up. Because just a second ago, she was pretty nervous about just stepping onto my hand. Now she's eager to step on. She knows that there's not danger in that. Nothing that she doesn't like is going to happen to her. Boop, boop, boop. Good job, little girl. So I'm going to see if I can give her a little kiss again. Good girl. Yeah. She's very cute. So we have these birds available for adoption at different times of the year. You can go to parrotcrush.com. We don't ship, but if you're in the Dallas, Texas area, we're only about 45 minutes from downtown. And we would love for you to visit and adopt a sweet little bird from us. All right. Thanks for watching.